Hello everybody, welcome back once again. We are playing Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Just about to head into the Visages dungeon, so let's get started on this. Right. Bye, Esquier.
So this is Visage Island.
He who guards truth with lies.
Are those faces?
An infinite sea of them.
Okay. Visages, did they say? I think I said Visages.
Oh, lovely.
Okay, couple of lumina. That reminds me, I still need to head back to the Gestural Village at some point and get credit for all these logs that we've been finding. Yeah, this place is a little unsettling.
Is the island singing?
This melody.
This is creeping me out. What's it doing?
It's not attacking.
Was that an invitation?
So it seems.
Feels like a trap.
I don't mind a straightforward path for once. Better than battling through a mountain of Nevrons.
No, Verso's right. Something feels off.
Oh, I'm harmless. You don't need those.
Well, if you're harmless, then these weapons will stay harmless too.
Touché. Well, Visage invites you to join him in his chamber at the end of this path. I assume that's why you're here.
Where do the other paths lead?
You're free to traverse them. Masks are not just to obscure. They may also illuminate. Look for the masks that you need.
Meaning?
The invitation stands.
Well, head straight to the Axon. Or take the other paths.
As she asked that question, I was like, take the other path, take the other path. Alright. Which we're totally going to do. That guy was pretty cool looking too. Let's talk to the merchant here. Bluraga? Okay. Lovely to meet you. Bravo on surviving out here.
Sweet taste of battle. Time to bleed. My cup is full. Sweet taste of battle.
Thanks for the duel. It's been ages since I've had this much fun. Dude had trickier moves than most of the gestural merchants that I've fought. New weapon 4 looks like CL? Yeah. On turn start, gain 1 shield if at least 1 sun charge is active. That seems really good. Apply 5 foretell on enemies that break shields. 5 foretell on enemies. What? Yeah, that's really good too. You could just let him attack you to apply foretell? Plus 2 sun charges on counterattack. That just seems... Yeah, this seems like one of her best weapons, if not her best one I've seen so far. Alright, can I get the healing share? Receive 50% or 15% of all heals affecting other characters. It's got a crit rate bonus on that too. Here's some Color of Lumina. And then we've got a bunch of catalysts and yet another recoat. I'll actually probably buy all this stuff just because that's kind of what I've been doing. But I'll have to go farm some more cash. Let's see how much I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need like 10k, 16, 26, like right around what, 40 or so. So I'll go do that and then I'll restart my footage. Alright, so I did my farming. Let's buy all this worthless crap that I'm not gonna use. It's not worthless, I shouldn't say that. I just haven't been upgrading weapons like I should. But also it feels like my characters are all insanely overpowered, so I kind of don't want to. Alright. Long ago, this island was just like any other. Some humans even decided to come and build their life here. Huh. Then the tremors came, the landscape changed, and the humans were nowhere to be found. I hope we meet again. It's a tad lonely around here. Oh, that's very nice. Disturbing set of events, but... Okay, so this is the path that we came in on. Let's go sort of clockwise, I guess. Okay, nothing that way. Okay. So it looks like the faces like spit you out. Also, I don't really love the light coming in like this. It makes it kind of hard to see. I believe we've fought these before. Yeah, I'm not seeing a Minoko mask, so I'll just blast them. I think I have the wrong weapon equipped, too. Yeah, the Corpesso. Should have my Coltum on. Alright, anyway. So that's where we came from, I believe. inside there. Expedition 69 was here. Let me see something here real quick. That flag is really close to these monsters. I want to see how much they get. For cash, I wasn't paying attention, but this could be a nice little farm spot. Ooh, weak to darkness, too. Yeah, not bad. 1,170. That's not that much cash. But, you know, battle's super easy. Alright.
Seems so joyful. I'm almost jealous.
On the surface, at least.
He who guards truth with lies.
Okay. So maybe they're not happy. Yeah, I mean, come on. Tell me that this isn't just inspired by the movie Annihilation. I love it. Anyways. This looks like a... No, that's not a new enemy. Never mind. So my right bumper wasn't working there. Yeah, I was thinking this guy in the whatever this face thing he's riding, but I think we found one of those on the world map. Blam blam. Yeah, quite a bit more cash for that one. Looks like that guy was worth about 700. Yeah, I mean, this is just reminds me so much of Annihilation. Which, by the way, amazing movie. See it if you haven't. Oh, what's making noise? Oh god, what is this thing? Well, that's a new enemy type.
Let's carve a path.
Alright, well, we're gonna blast this thing. Oh my god.
Let's carve a path.
Yeah, we'll have to see, I'll have to fight one of these and actually see its abilities in a bit. There's the Contorso weapon, that looks like, and a Contortionist's foot. Let's take a look at our new loot. Contorso. Switch to rank S on break. Base attack can break. 100% crit chance on rank S. Triggers a lightning strike on critical hits. What? This seems really good. Base attack can break. That's really cool. A no AP cost break. 100% crit chance on rank S. That's really good. Lightning strike on critical hits. Yeah, that seems really good. I like the agility scaling too. That's pretty solid. Yeah, that's one of the better weapons I've seen in a long time.
An advantage.
Healing tint shard. Oh, I forgot to check the foot. Let's see what this is. Contortionist Blast. Deals medium physical damage to all enemies, one hit. Heals all allies by 10% health for each enemy hit. I don't know. That's not that great. It's expensive too. Yeah. Meh. Maybe if you're getting hit a lot or something, that's kind of a big deal, but it's pretty bad for me. Okay, yeah, that's creepy as F.
Interesting.
Chroma. There's an expedition log. Neither of these enemies are new either. This guy with the shield, that was the guy that we fought on the world map already. It's interesting that they start out berserk. Just blasting this guy right through his shields.
'69th Expedition. Fleur. Good thing Anthony upgraded all the climbing handholds. Not only are they much easier to install in the cliff faces, they're also a lot nicer to use. We're setting the last few handholds tomorrow. Then we can finally get out of these caverns and see the sun again. I can't wait to rejoin the mountaineering team. I still remember that first mountain we scaled. Watching the sun rise above the clouds was magical. But rappelling down as we set the handholds was pure exhilaration. I know some of the others chafe at being restricted to recon only. I get it's not very satisfying making maps and prepping trails while people are dying. But this prep work will pay off in the long run. It may not be glamorous, but truly essential work rarely is. Doesn't make it any less important. And as the Expedition 69 motto says, we are literally laying a trail for the ones who come after. Step by step, handhold by handhold, each expedition carries the next one forward.
That is a great log. It really does set up, or the concept really does kind of describe how, you know, the game works, right? Where all of these expeditions are building on something, essentially. And helping those who come after. Does this... Oh, these don't actually lead anywhere. Well, I feel like maybe they shouldn't have done that. Right? They should have actually made these go somewhere. Yeah, here's some more handholds on the ground. Yeah, I feel like they probably should have had these go all the way up and just maybe, I don't know, look out over the scenery or something. Feels pretty, like they kind of did Expedition 69 dirty by not having those actually do anything. Alright, anyway, oh, it's mime time. Look at this guy just hiding over here.
Let's carve a path. Prepare for oblivion.
Well, here's your card.
Let's carve a path. My turn.
Here we go.
I would lovely feet. Let's carve a path.
Deal me in.
Prepare for oblivion. You're outmatched.
Didn't even get a turn. Was this where the contortionist was? Yeah, up there. Yeah, there's like a weird fog here that I don't love.
Great.
Confident fighter. Alright, what do we got here? Wait, where did energizing turn come from? Oh, is that... was that from the merchant and I just never equipped it? +1 AP on turn start. What? That seems really good. 1 AP on turn start. Yeah, that's crazy good. Holy crap. Well, now I feel dumb. I should have... really should have looked at that before. That's crazy good. Alright, here's Confident Fighter. 30% increased damage but can't be healed. That's really good. Also 20% crit rate on that. And then here's Healing Share, which I guess I did comment on, but I never equipped. Okay. So we'll make Minoko learn that stuff because, of course. There we go. Just a little misfire. We'll pretend that didn't happen. It's the usual, the game does not like inclines. Or initiating battles that are on inclines. I wonder if that's like a Z-axis issue. Or Z-axis issue. Ooh, another contortionist. Should probably actually see some of these abilities. Here, let me do, I wonder if I should do like Mael solo or something for this. Just so that we can actually see its abilities. I might do that. Or no, let's go with Ciel. So she's kind of set up to do the training. Okay, so this is the Contortionist. Actually not difficult. I actually didn't see all of its attacks here. It does a health absorbing attack. It's just a 1 strike, really easy to parry. And then it's got a slow combo. I think it's a 3 strike. That's also pretty easy. The Impale here, that's a gradient. Another actually really easy one. Although you do have to wait a little bit on it. You can't just like right as the the screen kind of turns dark. You can't just parry or try to gradient counter right there. You have to wait a little bit. But here's the big combo. That's I think it's like a 5 strike or a 6 strike. But pretty easy too. Just everything is fairly well telegraphed that, it's pretty easy to counter it all. Let's gonna do it one more time here. There's the parry. I should say the gradient counter. Again, really easy. But yeah, here it's gonna do one more attack chain. I'll just count this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 6 hit. But yeah, not too bad. Pretty easy. That's its toughest combo to counter. All right, let's see here. New weapon, the Confuso. Are these expeditioners here? Yeah, it must be, Alright, let's take a look at this thing. Looks like a weapon for Verso. Confuso. Light damage can burn on critical hits. Apply 3 burn instead of mark. Increase burn damage by 50% per rank. Up to 300% on rank. Okay, so this is very much a burn-oriented weapon. I love the scaling, agility and luck. Could be a little bit higher, but good combination of stats for me anyway. Okay. A mask, it seems connected to the axon. It speaks. He who painted this world, seeking what he could not grasp, longing to share with those he loves. Behind his smile, what could it be? The answer here is joy. Something happens. Alright, so this set of enemies, there's nothing new here in terms of what they do for abilities, so I'm just going to blast them down. The one thing I guess that is a little bit different is the mask will heal anything, well I don't know if it's anything that's still alive, but certainly the jovial Moiseneus, so again, just going to blast these guys down now and move on with life. Got the Cheplum weapon. Okay, that's a little interesting. Oh, and then it just teleports us right back. Okay, neat. Let's take a look at this weapon. Cheplum. 30% increased break damage per earth stain. Gain 9 AP on breaking an enemy. Generate 1 earth stain at the beginning of each turn. Oh, that's pretty neat. Like the agility scaling, that's cool. 9 AP on breaking. There was another weapon that was, you know, get 9 AP on breaking too. I don't remember which one that was though.
Did you hear that?
That was the axon.
Destroying these masks seems to hurt him.
Then let's keep doing that.
It is just vicious. Just keep hurting him. Okay. I think this is the way next. Okay, so the light seems a little bit more blue here, so maybe this is the route to the sadness one? I don't know. That's my theory so far. We'll just blast this one down.
My turn.
Resplendent Chroma Catalyst and a Recoat. Okay. Another Expedition flag.
I know they're Nevrons, but witnessing the sorrow of others, I can't help but feel for them.
A noble but tremendously fatal impulse.
Alright, looks like all of Minoko's Pictos are done. Let's see if I manage to pick something up and not realize it. And not finish it out. It's looking good though. I think... Yeah, I think we got everything. Yeah, everything looks learned. Okay. I don't know if I want to bother working on his crit roll. His crit rate's pretty good already. Let's see here. Oops. Alright, so getting a bunch off of healing share, confident fighter. 1 AP on turn start. Yeah. I should get that on the rest of my characters probably. That's so good. Alright, let's find something with some crit here. That'll work. I'm assuming I don't have enough for the AP on start with, yeah, with Verso. Really anybody. Gonna have to invest some more Color of Lumina.
Useful.
Yeah, I'm seeing, you know, what seems obvious is like a bit of a graveyard here, which I'm going to assume is this is going to be the... There's probably, what, like 3 masks in all the areas. The first one was joy, one is going to be sorrow, the other one is going to be anger. Getting the sense that this is the sorrow mask. Alright, let's blast you. That can't be parried, it looks like. Which is fine, it just... Who cares about exhaust? Who cares about exhaust when you're destroying everything in one turn, I should say. That'd maybe be a little bit of a problem if we weren't doing that, but let's go up this path first. Let's see if there's anything up here. Oh, I'm seeing maybe a chromatic or something. It's my guess. Yeah, that looks like that. One of those dudes that you'd use the Nevron arms back on the Forgotten Battlefield. Alright, so that was a pretty easy fight. You know, once you get the timings down, of course, as usual, it's just really easy. Basically, it does the 4-strike combo the first turn. Second turn, it does the mortal combo, which I actually thought was going to be a gradient counter, because that was the way that this enemy was, like the normal version of it, but it's not. It's just a regular parry. And then it does basically 2 4-hit combos in a row. But again, once you get the timing down, it's just really easy. So, anyways, get the augmented counter to 50% increased counterattack damage. That seems like it's going to be better once we break the damage limit. Because right now our counters are doing maximum damage anyway. But, alright, anyways, let's move on here. But yeah, that's gonna be really good.
Perfect.
And oh, that's just really a... No, that wasn't a chroma catalyst. There it is, glass cannon. So that was the Pictos here on the ground. Let's add her. Okay, let's see here. Okay, these are going to be Pictos a little higher up, I guess. Where are these? Okay, here's augmented counter 2, defense 208, crit rate 15%. Okay, I like that. And then, oh, here's glass cannon. 25% more damage, but take 25% more. That's really good for me too, right? Because I'm not taking any damage anyway, so it's just an increase, 25% damage. That's actually really good. A little on the expensive side, but also, you know, being that our again, essentially our damage is capped out anyway right now. Like Verso, if you're fighting a boss or something, right away, yeah, his damage is probably not capped. Also, this looks really freaking cool for some reason. Are those? No, this is slugs. Oh, I'm sorry. These are Nevrons within what appears to be a Expeditioner underneath. Anyways. Yep. At the beginning of fights, you know, when Verso's rank is still low, then yeah, sure, sometimes he could use a little bit of extra damage. But once he hits like even A rank now, I feel like he's doing max damage anyway. So a lot of that, you know, it feels like that stuff's not going to do me any good. All right, here's
Nice.
some chroma, some Nevrons here with a Expeditioner as well. Okay, that looks like that's probably it for here. Let's go back. Yeah, that was a fun little chromatic. That didn't take me any time at all. I mean, honestly, of all of the chromatics, that's probably been one of the easiest ones. Did I go up here? I feel like I've been up here, but I want to double check. Yeah. Okay, and that just led up there. There's like a contortionist just hanging out up here. That looks... kind of surprised that it didn't like jump down on us. That would have been kind of cool. Alright, what do we have up here? Anything? A couple of enemies. Nope. Three? Nope. 4? I like that when you use that ability, you inch forward just a little bit, and so you can just keep spamming it. So I guess probably it makes sense to kill these guys actually last, right? Since they exhaust you. But, you know, it kind of seems like they probably shouldn't do that on their final turn, because there's no reason for it, but... Ooh, energy tint, okay. Alright, let's keep going on here. thought about the Austin Powers scene where the guy gets run over by the steamroller thing, and he's like a mile away from it, going, no, no. Like, these guys are just standing here waiting for me to initiate the attack, and they're all going, no, no. They can't do anything, they're just stuck there. Alright, well, the places my mind goes, right? Alright, let's see here. Okay, so there's the mask guy. So there might be something down below. Ooh, another journal? Alright, I love these.
Expedition 39. Albert. Edith's not back. So until then, we stay on recon. All these masks are freaking me out. Fucking creepy. I swear I could hear one of them singing. The Nevrons around here behave so strangely. Almost like they don't really want to kill us. They still do, though. This place is making me crazy. Maybe if I wore one of these masks, they'd leave me alone.
Interesting. They behave strangely, almost like they don't really want to kill us. They still do, though, so they're like forced or compelled. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, let's jump down here. Oh, wait, this just leads back, huh? Okay. Is there like two routes here? And this was just the enemies that we fought back there. So this is kind of like a little loop, I guess. Yeah, you got the one. Let's just see here. Make sure here. Okay, yeah, so it is. Yeah, it's just kind of makes a little. Alright, anyways. Let's head back this way, and there's the creepy contortionist that we passed under. Nothing over on this side. Looks like it's mask time. It seems to be connected to the axon. It speaks, he who lives in between. Behind his veil, emotions swell. For a life forced to paint, what is he but a reflection of? I'm gonna say sadness. Something happens. Hey, I was right. My theory was correct on the area. Sorrowful Chapelier. Alright, gonna blast these guys down as usual here, just assuming that there isn't gonna be any new attacks that this thing does. And of course the mask, I'm sure, will just heal this thing if we don't kill it off right away. But we're just gonna kill it off right away. Alright, so there's the Baucharo. Looks like a new weapon for Minoko.
Yeah, it definitely hurts him. I think I saw one more path.
That's good. We're weakening him.
This feels off.
Alright, let's take a look at this weapon. The Baucharo. Start battle in Agile Mask. Agile Mask applies rush for 3 turns. And 50% crit chance while in Agile Mask. That seems neat. gotta get some of these masks upgraded. He's got some, or I'm sorry, some of these weapons upgraded. Some of these weapons are really good. I'm gonna use the Bolaro though for the time being. I like the giving AP to allies. That's pretty sweet. Okay, so that is where the boss is at, meaning that this is the last path. Here, Expedition 69 coming through once again. Even us some handholds. Kings and queens, I tell you. Yeah, this is everything's red here. Assuming this is the anger mask. Or the anger section.
Everything's destroyed.
Normally, I enjoy a little destruction. But this doesn't feel right.
It's rage.
It's because we're just having a little friendly sparring, and I walk up. And that's that. Alright, learned a couple more Pictos. I'm not gonna bother swapping his because I have a feeling like there might be more around here, so I'll end up just swapping them out again anyway. So I think we'll just avoid that. What the heck? Expedition 69. That's weird. The first time I came through here, a contortionist like jumped up into the mountains. It didn't happen this time. That's strange. Yeah, I wonder what happened there. Yeah, like he jumped from over here all the way across and up into the mountains up there. That's really weird. I wonder what happened that didn't trigger again.
An advantage.
Chroma. That is just really strange. I really wonder what triggered that. Just see here. Weird. Huh. Fellas, come get some of this. Whatever this is. Come get it. Now you gotta look at the rewards. Don't care. Right, revive tint. what do we got? Must have like 10 of those now or so? Yeah, 10. Okay, was that the flag back there? Yes. Okay, that looks like the mask down there. Pictos down there, maybe? See, a contortionist hanging out. Attack me. I didn't see what that was, but let's get it equipped really quickly before we do this battle. Powered attack. On every damage dealt, try to consume 1 AP. If successful, increase damage by 20%. Okay, so that's worthless right now. Again, mostly because our... Ooh, that's actually really bad. Try to consume 1 AP. If successful... Yeah, that's not good. That just wrecks your AP. No, thank you. That seems really bad. And again, we're capped on damage right now anyway, so that just seems terrible.
That will help.
No, it won't. No, it won't. Maybe that will never help, but certainly not right now. Look at this guy. He's just so excited. Should have just hung out back here. It would have been fine. It may have lived. Look at this little top hat. Oh, it's one of those, I forget the name of those guys. I assume it's one of theirs. Okay, so there's the mask. Don't think we've completely explored this area yet, though. Cave-like thing here. Oh, a manor door. Let's go do that in a second here. Yeah.
Let's carve a path.
Double burn. On applying a burn stack, apply a second one. Ooh. Wait, a burn stack? Ooh. That seems good. Let's get this equipped. A second burn stack. I don't know if that's what I think it is, but if it is, that's really cool. I'll have to actually test that out. Right, like if it's like 2 separate stacks of burn. I don't know if that's the case, though. Alright, so that's the manor door. I'm gonna check up here really quickly first, and then we'll go have a visit in there.
Interesting.
A lot of chroma catalysts. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, whatever. It's cool, but give me more color of Lumina, please. That's what I really want. Okay. Let's head to the manor.
Nice.
Ooh, Verso music. What's on the ground here? Carousel. Some Nevrons, like Nevron dolls, it look like. Oh, a little train set. Cute. Boat. Oh, a couple of little trains. Okay. Well, that looks like that's it for that room. Oh, here we go. Oh, is this an SKA doll? Yes, it is. And a little doggy. Grab that journal in a second. Alright, looking like there's no secret switches or anything like that in this room.
Art can be a window, and art can be a mirror. And great art is both. Son, you'll never be a true artist if there's always a mask between you and the viewer, especially when the viewer is you.
Seems like a message from Renoir to Verso. Let me see. Do I have a number? Yeah, 39. Okay. Turn from someone anonymous. Yeah. Boy, almost everything has got to be unlocked by now, right? Let's see that door there. We've got one more up in here, I guess. Let's see what else is still locked up. I guess this one here at the end of the hall. That one too. These are all open. That one's open. Yeah, not much left. And then, I don't know, this one at the end of the hall here never, it doesn't seem to actually be a door. Because it doesn't have anything to interact with, but who knows, maybe that opens up eventually too. Alright, anyways, looks like that's it for this trip to the manor. Let's head on out. Alright, I think that's it for this area. Oh, did I go down here? I feel like I Must have, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess I could whack this guy again. Learn, get these Pictos learned. Right. Well, one battle closer, I guess. That's that. Oh, I should get rid of that. Yeah. Don't want that on him. Good enough. Alright, it's anger time. Mask, it seems to be connected to the axon. It speaks. He who cannot fight fate. Behind his scowl, emotions blaze. But in the shadows, his temper fades. What am I but a mask of? Anger. Something happens. Ooh, look at this guy. Look at this fella. Quite a nice little sword you got there.
You're outmatched.
Oh, he lived through the initial volley. Not that one. All right, we got the Clairum. That looks like that maybe for Mael. We'll see.
I think that's all of them.
We should be able to fight the Axon properly now.
Let's answer this thing's invitation.
Yeah, let's do that, but let's take a look at this weapon though first, eh? Clairum. Critical hits with skills give 2 AP once per turn. That seems really good. 20% increased lightning damage with skills. 50% critical chance while in offensive stance. Critical hits with skills give 2 AP. And that seems pretty good. %, increased lightning damage with skills though. What? This is all fire stuff. What are these skills up here? That's what I want to know. And the only thing I can think of for her lightning skills would be, and I just don't know if that would apply to her, but like Lune's like kind of like a little lightning buff. I just don't know if that. I don't know if that applies to her or not. Yeah, because there's nothing here that does lightning. Okay, well, we'll have to put a pin in that, I guess, because I have no idea. All right, let's see here. Do anything with him? Oh, what's back here? Did I? Or is this the... Was that the anger section? Let me see here. Yeah, that looks like that must be the... Yeah, that's anger. Didn't recognize the entrance, but... Alright, let's head up in here. Fading man. I would have traded my years for his. His life was cut short. He had so much more to do, to experience. This senseless war. Why? To what end? Lives shattered. For what? He was innocent. Innocent. It was the folly of his elders, but he paid the price for our hubris. I would have traded my years for his. Who are you talking about? This place, this Axon, they are all part of his story. The man has gone silent. There we go. Alright, assuming... Oh, no, there's one more
Minoko,
grapple here.
what does that mean? He who guards truth with lies.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Guard as in protect? Or guard as in control?
Yes.
So both. There we are. Well, flag time.
I think you pissed him off.
Okay, so this is the Visages fight. I will be honest, I completely decimated him. I did not... I'm kind of over the two-part fights. I just don't really enjoy them because, you know, you practice the first part, you know, everything goes right, and then now you're on to the second part. The second part of this fight is way harder too. His timings are just really a lot more difficult to get down. Other than there's one attack that's actually pretty easy. Anyways, so the first phase here is 5 different masks. He always starts out with the red one. That's a 3 strike. He does 1 strike, and then it's a jump counter, and then it's the 3rd strike. Another one of the masks is the blue mask, and he doesn't always do the, you know, his second turn on. He kind of randomizes the masks that he picks. But he'll do a blue one. That's a 4 strike. Very easy to parry. Just anytime you hear the sound effect, you'll parry. Then there's the purple mask. That's only a 2 strike. That one's pretty easy too. You know, pretty easy timing on that one. But the orange mask I found was the most difficult mask. That's a 4 strike attack. You know, not super difficult, but it was trickier than some of the other attacks. And then his last mask is the green mask. The green one is the easiest to parry. That's just really, yeah, it's just very, very easy. It's a 1 strike. Also, I should say, after each of the masks attacks, you can see there's a little glowing eye. If you shoot that out with the free aim, that will completely disable that mask. If you do that to all 5 masks, he'll use an ultimate attack, which you can parry once, and then that ends the phase completely.
People want so badly to know what's behind the mask. Front, back, recto, verso. Great art is both window and mirror. Whether it's your mask or theirs.
Harmless, huh?
He's the real Axon.
Child, we all need masks, but how you use them.
Okay, so this is the second half of the fight. I'll be honest, I thought that a lot of these abilities were pretty challenging to time out. He has, I want to say, 4 different combos. One of them is very, very easy, where you can kind of see like there's a little bit of a graphical signifier, I guess I would say. That one was really easy. That's where he attacks the entire expedition. But otherwise, he'll attack individual members of the party, and those strikes are, you know, a lot more difficult to get the timing on. He'll often use like a single sword strike and then a follow-up with his dagger, and those are tough. So one thing also that I found a little odd was that, you know, the game really does go out of its way to try to get you to do this fight first as opposed to Cyrene. And I honestly thought that the Cyrene fight was easier. I guess maybe they figure, I don't know what the difference is in HP between the two, so like maybe she's got more HP or something, and also it kind of seems like maybe her attacks are like hit a little harder. But in terms of parry timing, I found the Cyrene fight to be a lot easier to learn. So yeah, I guess it is what it is, but and maybe that's just, you know, the difference that I had. I had a different experience than maybe that the developers intended. But anyways, let's move on here. Let's see the aftermath here of the fight.
We did it.
No, wait.
We all need masks.
hurt me. Because it is me.
Okay? What happened?
Axe on down. Let's bring this to the curator.
Vice versa, wasn't it? Renoir.
Is it you again? Why?
Well,
What did you see this time?
I don't know. Oh, a woman. It was. Why do I keep seeing things? Who are you?
Oh boy. Can access the paintress at the monolith. There's the barrier breaker. Alright, let's take a look. I've got my volume up too loud, of course. Turn that down. Alright, let's take a look. Barrier breaker. Level 15. Steel shields removed by hitting enemies. Oh, that's cool. Switch to virtuous stance on breaking any shield, and hitting a marked enemy breaks all its shields. Okay, that seems cool. Scales off of agility. Don't like that it scales off of defense. I don't know what the story is with the element there. I've never seen that symbol before. Well, that's not true. I've seen that. It seems like a gradient symbol or something like that. I don't know if that's what that's supposed to be, but all right. I don't know. Oh, we got a new Pictos. I don't know who I want to put. We'll probably put that on Monaco though. All right, let's see here. I think it was Immaculate. There it is, level 12. Speed and crit rate, 30% increased damage until a hit is received. Well, that's pretty much perfect for what I'm doing. Yeah, that's cool. All right, let's spend some time with the characters in camp.
You seem preoccupied.
It's nothing. Just nerves. It's been a long road to get here.
Extra long for you, I imagine.
You, on the other hand, seem quite relaxed.
Do I?
You're not nervous?
Of course I am, but we will do everything in our power. And either it will be enough, or it won't.
You used to be a farmer. Is that why you use a scythe?
I guess, yeah. Once a farmer, always a farmer.
Is a double-headed scythe very useful on a farm, though?
Double the efficiency. You should see how quickly I can harvest crops.
I'll bet. I used to love the gardens of Lumiere. It must look quite different now.
Probably a lot more variety than back then. The Outdome teams brought back loads of new plants from the surrounding islands. That's actually how I met Pierre. I asked his team for honey petal samples. He brought me a bouquet of them, and 15 boxes of plant cuttings.
Smart man. If you want to romance a farmer, live plants are probably better than dead flowers.
Dead flowers are nice too.
You don't talk about your husband much. Sorry.
It's okay. It's just... it still hurts that he's gone. Neither of us were perfect, but we were perfect for each other.
What happened to him? You don't have to talk about it.
He died in an accident on one of the islands near Lumiere. His body washed away.
I'm sorry.
I was prepared for his gommage, but not for him to die in an accident. We were supposed to have 5 more years together. It's okay. I've learned to be grateful for the time we did have, instead of angry at the time we lost.
That's a good way to look at it. You were lucky to have found each other. Not everyone has that.
Yeah, I am. Very lucky.
Well, I can't compete with that.
You're competing in a different event.
That's a nice way to say fling. Is there a future where I might compete in the same event?
Let's just focus on today. And by today, I mean tonight.
All right, so if you want to romance Lune, you have to refuse her again here. I feel used, but I like it is the romance option, but I'm going to go with that might not be a good idea, obviously.
That might not be a good idea. I don't know if I can keep my feelings casual.
I understand. Good night. I can't believe we're this close.
Yeah.
Thank you. Ciel was right about you.
Oh. Actually, I should thank you. I wouldn't have got this far on my own.
Tomorrow comes.
Working on the 33's journal. You planning to die anytime soon?
Well, you never know what tomorrow brings. Not to you, but to us.
Do you always take such copious notes?
Since I was 4.
Really? 4?
That's what happens when you have obsessive researchers for parents.
Still, 4 is young.
Not anymore. Not when you only live to 32. Everyone in Lumiere starts their apprenticeship at 6, and I was apprenticed to my parents, so they started me early.
Working with your parents sounds fun.
They needed a research assistant who never went home. The obvious solution? Birth your own. Look at you, getting me to talk about myself.
Doesn't that feel nice? My parents were both artists. Widely respected, very prominent artists. So, there was a great deal of pressure to follow in their path.
You're an artist, then?
Not the kind they wanted me to be.
Meaning?
Music is my passion.
Huh. Mine too.
What do you play?
Guitar. You?
Piano, mostly. But a little guitar as well. You know how to summon an instrument from Pictos, right? Of course you do. Maybe we could play together sometime.
Maybe we can.
Still thinking about what you saw?
I wish Gustav was here.
You okay?
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Just thinking about Gustav. And Lucien. And everyone. Every time I think I've managed to contain it, a wave comes out of nowhere and drags me away.
I know.
How do you do it? After all these years?
They say time heals all wounds.
Does it?
But I guess death heals all wounds too. Bad joke. Sorry. Death is not necessarily final.
What does that mean?
Gustav lives on in other ways, right? Through your memories, through his influence on your life and everyone else's, through the Lumina converter and his research.
Yeah, that's true, but that's not very comforting when I'm missing him.
Try talking to him. I'm serious. It helps. Well, at least, it helps me. I imagine what they would say. How they would react to things. It helps me keep them alive in my mind.
I'll try that.
You're finally here.
We are.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm bored. Let's play cards or throw some dice.
Nuh-uh. You always cheat.
No, I always win. Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them.
The other Jestrels never want to play with you either. Are they all weak?
Poor losers. Fine. How about a duel? We haven't had a proper duel in ages. Yes, a duel will be even more fun. Get our blood flowing.
All right. Get ready to lose. Prepare for oblivion. Just try it. Let's have some fun. Prepare for oblivion. Let's carve a path. Prepare for oblivion. You're outmatched. Maximum damage. My turn. Not impressed. Let's carve a path. Prepare for oblivion. Cut him down.
Alright, that one took me a couple of shots to do perfectly, but we did it, so let's continue.
Aha! You, sir, have been defeated. You got lucky. What was it you said? Only the weak cry foul when their skills fail them. You're right. Or I guess I'm right, since I said that. You have grown more formidable than I remembered. Your skills are strong. I respect your win.
And I respect your loss. You were right, old friend. That was fun. Come on, let's go get a drink. I'm parched.
Alright, the duel reminded Minoko of some of the skills he had forgotten. New gradient attack. Sanctuary. Share a few drinks which Minoko can't drink because of his mask, then head back to the others. That's great. Let's take a look at this new attack, shall we? Gives 2 shields and applies regen to all allies for 3 turns. That seems good. I like the 2 shields. We're getting there with his skills, too. Got a bit to go, but we'll get there. Alright, I think it's time to write in the journal. Mayla finds a spot where she can write. Spend some time writing in Gustav's journal to honor his memory. She writes about how they can now enter the monolith and they should finally understand everything. Mayla immerses herself in Gustav's journal, poring over every detail. She will forever cherish his memory. The memories of Gustav have inspired Mayla. Alright, new skill unlocked. Gustav's homage. She hopes Gustav's apprentices will read this journal someday. Alright, Mayo heads back. Alright, let's take a look at this. Here it is. Okay, so it's off in the middle of nowhere. Aha! Deals high single target lightning damage, 8 hits. Increased damage to marked targets and doesn't remove mark. I was wondering where she was getting lightning from that, or for that weapon. And that's the answer right there. 8 hits. That seems great. That might even be better than Sword Ballet. Well, it probably will be right now, at least. Oh, the increased damage to marked targets but doesn't remove mark. That's really cool. And this puts her in Virtuous. Well, let's assign this. What am I not using much? Offensive switch, certainly. Yeah, let's put it there. I mean, every once in a while I'll use that, but that's pretty rare. Alright, let's check this weapon again. Was it this one? Clear him? Critical hits with skills give 2 AP once per turn, 20% increased lightning damage with skills. I honestly think I'm probably just going to end up sticking with the Jarum, though, because the switching to Virtuous on counterattacks is so freaking good. Skills, C off of luck. B off of agility, though, for this. 132, 175, yeah. I mean, that's... This weapon certainly rivals the Jarum, but I think I'm going to stick with it. I should actually upgrade this thing. I've been sitting on level 17 forever. Maybe I'll just do that real quick. Not that she really needs that much help. She does so much damage because of that that stance anyway. But we'll 50% increased counter damage per shield, which yeah, that doesn't really do me any good. But I guess I could put in Medias Res on her, and that would increase her counter damage. But she already does basically 9,999 anyway. So I think I'll just leave it at 20. That's probably good. All right, let's sleep and end the camp phase. Actually, let me see what SK says.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Did you know sorry was my first rock?
Really?
Francois was super jealous, but he got one from Clair instead.
Wait. Francois has his own set of rocks. Why does he keep stealing yours then?
Because we're buddies. Francois is so fun.
We've done it.
We're really going to face the Paintress.
And finally break this cycle. That being said, someone here has been hiding a terrible secret from us. What are you talking about? You thought we'd never find out, didn't you? Nobody ever wondered what SKA was made of, did they? Well, SKA and I had a chat.
I'm sorry, Versa. She promised me sweet
What?
rocks.
Is that wine?
I stored my personal stash inside him. All excellent vintages. I don't normally share, but I suppose tonight deserves an exception.
Mon ami. I told you to stop drinking alone.
To your great generosity.
I don't know how you can like this.
It comes with age.
Do you have apple juice?
Yeah, I'll leave you to it. Sister doesn't need this ugly mask.
embrace her. Yet you're condemning her to die.
You brought him here.
I'm not here to fight. But my son, do you know what it means to disappear into nothingness? Have you thought through the consequences? Not just for you, or even me, but for them. Their memories, their dreams, their love for each other. Who really is the one painting death, and who paints life instead? We exist, and we will exist, for as long as she wants. You want to spoil what we've been given. Sometimes we paint the bars of our own prison. Your despair blinds you. You think you're ready to pay the price. But are you willing to let them pay the price for you?
May everything be decided before their very eyes. Between the bars of their prison. In the shadow of the monolith.
In the shadow of the monolith.
All right. Let's...
I drank too much last night.
I can't remember a thing.
You clean me out, mezzanine.
You bunch of drunks.
Let us get wet.
That's cute. All right, gonna head over to the map and visit the crows, or revisit the crows. I've already been here, but apparently there's a fight here that I either didn't trigger or couldn't at the time. I'm not sure. I don't think I shot them last time. Huh. Do we need to go up here somewhere? This doesn't seem like it's really leading anywhere, though. Nope. Finally.
A storm is coming.
My turn.
Let's spill some ink.
Danger!
Let's go the path.
Yeah.
My turn.
Let's spill some ink.
Let's carve a path. You're outmatched.
Take cover!
Cut him down.
Alright, that battle was not fun, but some, I guess, great rewards here. That shielding death. On death, allies gain 3 shield points. That's crazy good. Yeah, let's take a look here. Oh, the stats on it are bad, though. That's alright. I'm going to throw this on Minogo and learn it right away. Yeah, that seems really good. Also, it looked like a weapon for Seal. Let me see here. Yeah, the Minison. Sun skills have increased damage for each foretell on the target. Oh, this thing is insane. Moon skills don't generate moon charges. Wait, sun skills have increased damage for each foretell. Moon skills don't generate moon charges. With at least 1 active sun charge, gain 1 additional AP per foretell consumed. Base attack can consume 1 charge through, or to apply 5 foretell. Huh. Well, I don't see how you get into Twilight with this, though. Maybe you just don't. Because if you're not generating moon charges... At least... Yeah, that's... I guess at this point in the game, that's probably fine. Because you don't really need Twilight for the extra, you know, damage. And the weapon alone is insanely powerful. Look at the luck scaling, too. That's an A. Yeah. Yeah, that thing's going to be crazy strong. Alright, well, that's interesting. Let's get out of here. And never effing come back. No, it wasn't that bad. Its skills aren't too bad either. I shot all of the hats out of the air, but those are fairly easy to dodge. It's easier when you're alone, but... because I practiced alone with CL as I do usually. I think what I'll do here is learn this. I could probably wait until the next area. Let's see here. Open map. Yeah. All right. So next stop is the monolith. Actually, let's go park over here on this beach, and then I'll probably end the video. Let's get wet. Let's do that. Getting kind of excited, not gonna lie. Feels like the, you know, the culmination of what we've been working for.
We can finally reach the Paintress.
Let's make sure we're well prepared beforehand. We still have a little bit of time.
I think I talked to this merchant, but I sure did. Ta-ta. Okay, that is going to be it for this one. As always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.